Skills! National Football Show. Welcome aboard for truth, justice, and the football way, or the sports way. Now you guys understand why I'm not on radio anymore. Because I'm not a cheerleader. I'm going to tell you the way it is. One more time to reset. The Eagles are the most complete team in the NFL. I don't think it's a second team in there that's even close to you. I do not. I think you can win games throwing the ball and running the ball. I think you're susceptible to losing games if a couple key players go down. Because everything's got to be in sync. You've got to have those wideouts making plays, your tight end, your O-line playing well, especially your quarterback playing well. And again, Jalen's in uncharted territory. He is in uncharted territory. Nobody wins games that matter with that style. Okay? You don't win. By the way, this is shaping up to be the most disappointing season in the history of the Eagles. Sills, we're 11-1. How is this shaping up to be the most disappointing season in Eagle history? Well, you don't win the Super Bowl? Colossal disaster. 14 free agents. Got to pay your quarterback. You'll never be here again. You got to win it now. You don't have this ungodly Super Bowl window that you think. You haven't built this football team with benchmark players. Who are your 5 core guys right now? Jalen, AJ, Landon Dickerson, Mulata. Nobody on defense. Oh, maybe Jordan Davis. I don't know yet. I got 4. 4 players you drafted. No, excuse me. 3 of the 4 you drafted because you can't pick a wide receiver to save your life. Sills, did you see what Devonta did? 4th game in 29 games. He got 100 yards. About time. That's what I say to that. About time, kid. 4 games in 30 games. He's got 100 yards. I still don't see a lot of production out of the kid. And I don't know if it's him. I think it's more the scheme. You didn't draft Reddick. It's not a benchmark guy. Building my team around a guy who's been fired 2 other times. Nah, that's not working for me. I need an edge rusher in the draft. That's clearly where they're going to go. You got 14 free agents. Sayamalo gone. Dillard gone. Dillard played great at guard too, by the way. I couldn't believe it. He went in there and I thought Andre Dillard played really well at guard. I feel better than him than Jack Driscoll in there. He looked good, man. He's gone. That guy just put tape on film of him playing guard, and he can play tackle. He is going to get a monster deal in the offseason, Andre Dillard. Bye-bye. I thought Blankenship played well, Sully. I really did. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. We're not talking about the Cowboys. You know what's funny? Razor goes, Hassan Reddick, 9 sacks. That guy had double-digit sack years, and he was fired in his last 2 stops. I don't know. You're going to franchise tag Dillard for $17 million. I don't think so. Okay. Hey, watch this, Nick. Watch this. You want me to count them? Guys, they're white. TJ Edwards. Fletcher. Hardgrave. CJ. Bradbury. Dillard. Sayamalo. What's the back? Miles Sanders. Shit, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 right there. I got 10 right, and you got to address the quarterback. Super Bowl window. You mean porthole. So you just think we don't re-sign anybody? No. Oh, absolutely. I think you'll sign. No, you're right, Dominique. You're going to sign them all. And pay your quarterback $50 million. What a dummy. Got to kind of lay it out there for everyone. You got to win this year and next year. You got a 2-year window like you did in 17. Then Howie's got to clean the mess up again. Because you're going to do the same shit you did then. You're going to pay your quarterback like you paid Wentz. And it'll unravel the same way it did after 17. Maybe Howie learned a little lesson from that disaster that he created himself. He lit his team on fire. And he took the hose, put it out, and rebuilt it himself. He did. Kudos for rebuilding your mess thing. Something. Shit like that. Hey, Chris, I thought Nakobe, I thought he made some plays. I was okay with what he did, man. I was good with watching. I was good with what he did. I thought Nakobe played 15. I thought he had 15 snaps. I thought he was good. By the way, Gary Cobb bottom of the hour. My brother, you're looking more like a shock jock. I never knew what that meant. Oh, I know what it meant. I remember what I realized it was. Shock jock, anytime somebody says that to me, shock jock, it's because I tell the truth. I realized, because I never do this. Let me write this down. Here, look, I'll show you. Watch this. I'll show you my preparation sheet. Look. Final four. Bold predictions. Hurts. Nakobe's. Week 3 of the NFL. Jimmy G hurt. NFL playoff. Shane Steichen is going to get a lot of love. I don't write anything on my sheet to go, oh, I think this is going to get everybody upset. I don't do that. That's my sheet. I don't write down, well, let's see if this gets some. Assholes do that. I tell the truth. Rashid goes, y'all still watching this clown? Rashid, it's the only place you get the truth. Go back to one of those, hey, Rashid, you know what you can do, dude? You can go back to one of those shows that has a pom-poms and has victory parades when you're 11-1. I know a lot of people in here like those victory parades. This ain't the place for you, Rashid. This ain't truth, justice. That's what this is about. Unafraid. This is not for you, Rashid. My show is not for you because you don't like to hear it. Dude, you're okay. Weird? That's one thing I wouldn't consider myself. Fat? Yeah. It's all hate. I said Jalen Hurts played exceptional. I said it was the most complete game of the year since Minnesota. I said you beat a good football team. What the fuck do you want me to give you? A Lombardi trophy after 12 weeks? What do you want, Rashid? Tell me what you want after 12 weeks. What have you won? Let me know what you've won. All hate? Where? You had a great football game. You stopped Derrick Henry. What do you want after 12 weeks? Let me know. I'll give it to you. You want a trophy? I'll send you one. What do you want? You want me to tell you that this is the greatest team in the history of the league, that Jalen is the greatest quarterback in Eagle history. He's not. He's not. Rashid, I got something for you. Rashid, here you go, Bubba. Here's your trophy. We call this the midseason award. You can take it around Broad Street and go like this. Look at what Sileo gave me. The Eagles won the 11-1 mark. Look at this bad dog. Even though Evan Longoria signed it. But, hey, you know what? You won a trophy. So I want to give you a participation medal. We got the best record. How many times has that panned out to have the Super Bowl champion next to it? Rashid, how many times do teams have the best record and they don't win the Super Bowl? Like always? Let's take a look at this. NFL list of teams with the best record. So let's take a look at this. Oh, this is wonderful. The best regular season champs. Here we go. Let's see here. Best regular season records. Baltimore, 2019, 14-2. What happened? I mean, what happened? Look at the Eagles, man. Look at this. Last year, Packers. How'd they do? Oh, year before that, Packers. How'd they do? Oops. Teams with even the best record in the last 5 years. Chiefs got 1 Super Bowl. Baltimore, none. Second. Saints, 2, none. Buffalo, none. Packers, none. Last 5 years. Rams, 1. Titans, none. Cowboys, none. Best record means shit. It means nothing. Nothing. That performance on Sunday did, though. That performance on Sunday did. Beat a good football team. Did the Eagles have the best record in 17? I don't remember. I think you guys beat Case Keenum and Matt Ryan in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? Michael Irvin had an interesting take about paying quarterbacks. Damn, I missed that. Sorry, dude. Things are moving fast here. It was a 4-way tie in 2017. Okay. I thought the Eagles were 13-3 that year. I thought they were 13-3. Chalk it up. They were 13-3, yes? Honestly. So how do you feel about the Eagles after the game? I missed it earlier. I think they played their most complete game. Philly Sports Wrap. I think they played their most complete game since the Viking game. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Tone. No, we had the best record. No, it was a 3-team tie. Yes, we had the best record in 17. Michael Irvin had an interesting take about paying quarterbacks. He said, I don't want to hear all this about you can't pay the quarterback. It's the GM's job to put talent on the field regardless. Yeah, well, I would say this to you about that. Yeah, once you figure out if you have a franchise quarterback or not. You know, that's easy for Mike to say that. I don't want to hear anything about paying franchise quarterbacks and not being able to put people around them. Well, you still got to figure it out. They're trying to figure that. Look at Mike White. Mike White played great in that game against the Vikings, by the way. Mike White would be my starting quarterback moving forward in the Jets. I'm not going back to that idiot, Zach Wilson. I have no interest in that dude. Unless I'm going out on dates, I have no interest in that dude. That guy, Mike White, can play. You're such a hater. How did I hate today? I said, your boy had a great game. I'd love to take two on my Twitter page. Xander's right, Sills, you're Dan Sileo. I got people on my Twitter page going, somehow some of you have tied in race. I don't give a fuck about race. I could care less what your race is. I care you're a good dude and you're a good teammate. I could care less what your politics or your religion. I don't care. I really could care less. Has no bearing in my life. There's certain things that have bearing in my life. I could care less. Care less. If you can win ball games, you're my guy. Personally, I don't care what that looks like. Hurts situation is very similar to Prescott. It is. And Joseph, I would ask you this. You think the Cowboys have got their return on their investment of $45 million a year? No. It's the same shit. Actually, the Eagles are going to be in the same position as they were with Wentz. Steve, thank you. Hurts so good? He is. I just find it weird how it's the second best quarterback, according to you, but literally shit on it. No, I shit on the style. You can't differentiate that, can you guys? Or some of you can't. Some of you guys can't differentiate that. It's got nothing to... Dude, you could have Bob Smith on the back of Jalen Hurts' jersey. I would still be the same guy. It's got nothing to do with Jalen Hurts. I don't give a shit about Jalen Hurts. I don't know Jalen Hurts. And I don't pretend to know him. Things that I see publicly looks great. I don't know him from a can of paint. I don't pretend to know him. Some of you pretend to know him. I don't. I don't care what his name is. Bob Smith, he plays that style. Not for me. I don't know how that's so difficult for some of you to grasp or understand. He shits on his skin color. I just laugh at that now. I do. It used to frighten me, but, Rush Limbaugh's right back in the day. One thing Rush was right about, you guys could pull that shit on a lot of people, and they hide under their desk or crawl on the floor when you call them something like that. Me, I fight back. I don't care. I find it to be one of the lamest takes you could possibly have at someone that you don't know. Like, I would never go like this to someone. Hey, man, you're a Republican. And not know the guy. Or you're a racist. Have you ever known the guy? No. I only know of him. How can you label a guy you don't know? Funny. I'm convinced one thing about social media. There used to be really weird people that hung out in their basement and had no vehicle or avenue. And now social media has made it so that they can get out and say anything. I'm completely convinced of that. So you say style, you mean the athletics running style. So basically black quarterbacks. No. You want to throw Josh Allen into that too? I think Josh Allen will struggle too because he's reckless. I think Steve Young was reckless, and that's why he left the game with a concussion. You've labeled the running style a black thing. I labeled it a style. Styles to me have nothing to do with race. I don't know where that came into, and I think it's a media-made thing because I have no idea what that means. Hurts plays both styles. Ravi, that's why what's become something very interesting to watch, Jalen may be actually breaking the barrier and changing how we look at that. Okay? He may be changing that. That's what I'm saying. That he might be the guy that finally does it. Break the glass ceiling? He might be. I'll concede that. But guys like Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts is not better than Cam Newton. Jalen Hurts is not better than Michael Vick. Jalen Hurts is not better than Lamar Jackson. Those guys were MVPs. Is Jalen playing great? Those guys did that consistently too. Shit, even the guy in San Francisco, Colin Kaepernick, got to a Super Bowl. And I thought he played well. That Packer game, threw for 263, ran for 187 in the same game. I thought the guy was amazing. Amazing. So if Jalen wins the MVP, he's better? Got to win the Super Bowl, morons. Michael Vick never won a game that mattered. You have to win the Super Bowl. Nobody in their right mind looks at Jalen Hurts in the same breath as Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. Nobody. Only the people in Philly. You're the only ones. You're the only ones.